Oh, it's so pretty. That's Morning Has Broken and was sung by Cat Stevens. It's a popular and well-known Christian hymn, first published in 1931. It has words by the English author Eleanor Farjon, and was inspired by the village of Alfriston in East Sussex. The English, he's a folk singer, Cat Stevens, included a version on his 1971 album, Teaser and the Fire Cat, and the song became identified with Cat Stevens due to the popularity of this recording. So, Mercedes, what made you choose this song in particular?
It just brings tears to my eyes. It resonates so much with me. I just, even saying the words,
I can hear the emotion in your voice.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Morning has broken, people. It's like the sun is coming up. We are alive. We are breathing. It is beautiful out there. It's like, get up and go. It makes me go. I just love that song. Yeah, it really touches a chord in me.
But you know what? We should as well, shouldn't we? Every morning that we wake up, we should be absolutely grateful for that chance to wake up, because not everybody does. And, none of us are guaranteed a tomorrow, and none of us are guaranteed a later on today either. So it really is a matter of, not just waking up physically, but literally waking up and living our life.
That's right. Yes, yes to everything you just said, because it just really, like I said, I really honestly believe that this is my purpose, is to live, and if I can help other people live and breathe a little easier, well, then that's just the icing on my cake. And if I can make them laugh, that'll put the cherry on it.
Well, your midlife mastery sounds as though that is really going to help to do that for a lot of people. Is it just for women, or is it for men as well?
I love working with women, and I had thought to close it off to that, but I've had a couple of guys ask me about it, because you know what? They go through midlife also.
Totally.
Yeah, they go through midlife also. So I'm willing to work with both men and women, or women, men. I just really, when it comes to men, and I'm sure it's also with women, but I really need to know that they're in that space to learn. That they're genuinely coming to me for self-work, and to move forward. I've just had experiences in the past where that's not what they wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if they genuinely want to come in and change themselves, and they're ready to do that work, then by all means, yes, I would love to work with men.
Oh, I think anybody who works with you would benefit so much from your wisdom and experiences. What does living your best life mean to you, Mercedes?
Living my best life means to me enjoying being myself, enjoying, the self-revelations that come to me, but also enjoying and cherishing the lives of the people around me. Especially those that are closest to me. Again, as I get older, and I'm not major old or anything, but I just really find that, I cherish the time that I get to spend with my friends. I cherish the times I get to spend with my sisters and my family. That's what life means to me. It's, I enjoy the upward mobility of, my career, and of course, making more money and doing more stuff and, that kind of thing. But when I really come down to it, and I really ask myself, what's really the most important thing to me? And it's really spending time with the people that I love.
It is connection, isn't it?
It really is. It really, really is. Because you can't take any of this other stuff with you.
You can't. When I work in hospice, and I've mentioned this a few times before, so I apologise to anybody who's heard me say it again. But I think it's so important to keep reiterating that the top regret of people in hospice is that they didn't spend enough time with the people that they loved. And the next regret down is that they didn't tell those people often enough how much they loved them.
Right. That's,
And
yes.
those are two easy things to remedy. Even if, you can't be with each other a lot of the time because of work commitments or, geographical problems. But at least when you are together,
Yes.
connect, be with
Yes.
each other.
Yeah, and I'm not a big, huge social media person, but I'll just say this because I have three sisters and we kind of live spread around a little bit, I'm on one coast, they're on the other coast and in the middle of the country. But I'll have to say with the text and stuff, to be able to shoot out a text during the day and say, I don't know who else is wearing the red shoes, it's just fun stuff like that we can have a little bit of communication during the day. I just feel so much closer to them, even though I'm not spending a lot of time with them. So for that, I really think social media, because in a little bit of a way, it does keep me closer to, those people that I do really love, even though when we're not in the same state. But yeah, I just find that if you don't have personal relationships that are strong and real, that you're really kind of missing out on a big part of why we're here.
I agree with you, but also on the social media side of things, I spend quite a bit of time on social media now because I run my health and fitness business through that. But having said that, I would never have met you if we hadn't found each other on social media. Although I know it was through a course, but we found that course that we both did through social media, and
Exactly.
I've made some fantastic connections, some really good friends, because we're like-minded, and you're not, the people that you grew up or went to school with, perhaps you might not have that many things in common with anymore. And the people that I've met on social media, not all of them, of course, I don't know them all really well, but there are some real gems there that I've met, and I'm just so grateful for having this platform to connect with people that I would never ever otherwise have ever come across.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I trip up on some of the technical stuff, but I'm, getting better at using it and whatnot. Being a medicine woman that loves to be outdoors, hanging out with my computer is not my favorite thing to do. But
no, I guess, I can understand that. It is. It takes some discipline, and it takes some. Well, it's against what you naturally want to do, isn't it? You're probably a bit like me. If somebody said you've got to be a cave woman for the rest of your life, I'd actually be quite happy.
There you go. I'd say, point me to the cave.
Yeah, too right. So
that's right.
We're sort of nearing the end of our interview, Mercedes. So what 3 tips would you give to our listeners to walk away with? If they have to remember you for 3 specific things, what would you like them to remember you by?
Oh, one, that I am here and I'm a great listener, and that listening is like one of the top things you could do for anybody. And that would be one tip. And 2 would be is that I love self-care. I love self-care. I love it for myself and I love it for other people. And if you don't know what self-care is, come to my website. Taking care of yourself, meditating, exercising, eating right, all those things. It's huge. If you're just doing those things, you're living a better life. And the third thing I would have to say would be a big part of this living thing for me is pleasure. I find sometimes that people forget that. And we're not having pleasure in our lives, and what does that mean? It's like, pleasure means doing those things that make you happy, taking a bath, exercising for some people, spending time with family and friends, dancing, having sex.
I can see you dancing around your medicine circle with your pipe.
There you go. Yes. Take pleasure, in who you are. Take pleasure in what you are. I mean, you've got this awesome body. If you're taking care of it and loving it, then it will take care of you and love you as well. So, take pleasure in life. That's why we're here.
Yeah, very good points. I love those. So, how can people find you, Mercedes? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
You can email me at Mercedez, that's Mercedez, at Mercedez Calleros. Calleros is spelled Calleros as in Sam, and .com. That's my email address.
Okay.
And then they can look me up on my website at mercedescalleros.com.
Okay, well, I'll make sure that I link up everything, all the ways to contact you, and also your Midlife Mastery course on the show notes for today's episode.
Awesome.
Oh, Mercedes, I appreciate you so much coming on the show today, and I'm so glad that we finally managed to talk, because I've been looking forward to this for a long, long time.
Me too.
Oh, it's been superb, and I'm probably going to have to get you back, because there's still loads I want to ask you. I'm absolutely fascinated.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Perhaps we should do it in person together. I'll come and visit and bring my microphone.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, no, that would be good. So
yes, we can do it out on the beach.
Oh, even better. So this interview will be posted on the Flourish Therapy Facebook page, and you can find that at facebook.com/flourishtherapy.co.uk, and it will also be on the Coach on Fire Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Coach on Fire Radio. To our listeners, thank you all so much for being here. This was episode 20 of the Flourish and Thrive radio show with me, Kate Hartley of Flourish Therapy, and Mercedez Calleros was my inspiring guest, and you can find more about Mercedez Calleros at www.mercedescalleros.com, and don't worry about the spelling, I will put that on the Facebook page. So Mercedez, thank you so much for talking to me today, and I've so enjoyed this interview.
I appreciate the invitation. I appreciate you spending the time with me, and I'm so thankful for anybody who came on and listened to us today. If you didn't come on and listen today, thank you for listening to the replay.
Yeah,
let me know if I can. Yeah, let me know if I can be there for you.
Okay, thanks so much, Mercedez, and talk to you soon.
Kate. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
Coach on Fire Radio.